From a planning perspective, think about the benefits that you are going to obtain from Office 365. If you can't think of the benefits, don't migrate. Yes, you must know how it's going to help your business. Once you've got the benefits and how it's going to help, then you need to think about the infrastructure. So, for example, what kind of mobile devices do you have? If you're going to be using mobile devices at all to use with Office 365. And they are different, by the way, supporting each of these mobile devices is going to be different. So think about that. Is it going to be diverse? Is it going to be the same? Think about your infrastructure and your business applications. For example, some businesses will have applications that they've had designed and provisioned which link into some of their Office 365 components. So for example, Exchange, they may have specific Exchange applications and they may not work in the Exchange that you have for Office 365. So there might be some reprogramming to be done. So this is a real component that you have to think about, yes? Or else you migrate in, you think it's all going to be the same and then it fails, and that's a business critical application. So take an inventory of those applications. That's another great tip. Another tip for small companies is the domain name. Now, if you are a one or two person company, you may not have your own domain, and one of the great benefits of Office 365 is you instantly have a domain. It's called blah blah blah.onmicrosoft.com. So if your name is Feelgood or your company is called Feelgood, you will instantly have a domain called feelgood.onmicrosoft.com, and you can put your website in that. So think about what you're going to put in that first bit when you set up Office 365, because you can't change it. You'll have to reinstall and get a new component. I've had a company call their domain after a chap, a person, because he didn't really know what he was doing, and his name, he put his first name, his middle name and his last name, and the whole name was about 45 characters, and then .onmicrosoft.com. Right, so I'm using it, and logging on is a pain because I have to put Ben at and then 45 characters, then .onmicrosoft.com. So please think about a little bit of things such as the domain name. For those organizations that have their own domain, that's fine. You get the onmicrosoft.com domain, and then you configure in the admin console your domain, your specific domain name. So those are a few tips, more to do with planning, and just one tip to do with configuration. Of course, there are a lot more. And if you go to the Microsoft website on deployment, or just Google deployment of Office 365, they've got a number of documents or rather guidelines, I should say, to help you with that. Obviously, not all the components in the guidelines will be relevant to your corporation, so do read them and then pick and choose.